Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Real Myst Masterpiece Edition. So when we left off, we had just finished exploring the island of Myst, because I'm pretty sure this island is called Myst. Right, so the question is, what do? We are looking for pages to put in these mysterious books, but I have not come across any. Now then, we've got this tower rotation picture here. And that actually rotates the... in fact, I'm not even sure it is a lighthouse. I think it is, but it basically rotates this tower that we are in. And as you can see, it sort of sticks at certain locations and changes the colour of this line. At the moment, it would appear to be pointing at the sunken ship. If we keep going, that was the tree that's sort of in between the tree and the warehouse, or the little cabin thing. We keep going, we get to the rocket ship, and I think that's where we're going to go first. So we also have some books here, but I'm not sure what to do with these just yet. Oh yeah, I remember that now. That's sort of like a description of all the different places that we're going to go, but I don't want to sort of spoil that just yet. But since we've just rotated the tower to the spaceship, we're actually going to go back through here and upstairs in the elevator and see if anything has changed since we rotated the tower. Because, as I hypothesized, you need to do something with that bunker to open the spaceship. So let's see what we have up the ladders now. Well, we're facing the spaceship, but it doesn't seem like we've got anything else. But if I'm not mistaken, there were ladders around here as well. And we've got a key sign on this plaque. Aha! So we've got 59 volts. So let's think of what that could possibly be. Well, I've already given the answer pretty much, but yeah. Ooh, you've got to shut the door first, yeah? Tower. I like that you can actually walk around everywhere. That's pretty awesome. So, it looks like we want to go back to the bunker and we want to input 59 volts exactly. So, let us open the door, like so. But the problem is, I've already been down there. Incidentally, now that something has changed out here, I just want to mention that Real Myst Masterpiece Edition actually has sort of weather effects and a day and night cycle and stuff. And I've never seen this before, I don't think. I do have Real Myst. It's on a disc. I probably bought it like 10 years ago. But I've actually never finished that, to be honest. And like I said, the last time I played this was the original edition about 3 or 4 years ago. I bought it on like a tablet. Well, I say I bought it on a tablet. I had like a tablet, Windows 7 tablet, which to be honest wasn't that great, simply because the processor was like an Atom N450, I believe, which is not a great processor. But regardless of that, that's the last time I finished the game. And that was the original. So I think I've only ever finished the original, and an added thing that is in Real Myst is the fact that there's an added age at the end, And we're going to find out what ages are as soon as I figure out what I'm doing. I need to reset this somehow. I'm sure it's those sort of fuse box thingies up on those tower things. I'm not really sure what you call these. Let's try the one just down here. I think they need resetting. Wow, how are you meant to see this ladder? That would suck if it's your first time. Crap, no! There, so there we go. So I heard a noise there, and now it's not doing it. So that possibly means it's been reset. I'm just going to go and check this one as well, instead of possibly wasting time going back down. Right, okay, that's fine. Okay, so I think we'll be able to mess around with this again now. So, what we're going to want to do is we're going to get it to 90 volts, 95, 59 volts, which is what we saw in the tower. There we go. So this is 10 volts. I'm just going to call it volts. They're probably not, but yeah. So 7, 8, 16, 5, 9, 19, 22, 2 and 1. So if we want to get to 59, what is this? We've got 41, so we need another 18. So that's only 4. Ah, there we go, 59. Perfect. That was easy enough. There's probably quite a few ways to do that, since it's probably the... well, I would think it would be the first thing that you would do. It's definitely the first thing that I remember doing, which is why it's the first thing I'm doing now. And as a result of that being 59, I believe that this ship will now open. Oh, that's a cool sort of dome on the front of the ship there. There we go. So we're in the ship. And how bizarre, we've got an organ in the ship. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I'm not very good at playing this, but I'm going to try and play a song. Oh. Ah! Oh, okay, so I'm not very good. Yeah, okay. Props to anyone who knows that what song that is. Anyway, let's get going before we do any sort of copyright infringement. Okay, so we got some sort of viewfinder, some sort of large glass circular object, and some. Oh, okay. I don't remember what this is actually. I remember how to get in here. I don't remember what to do. Yeah, that's not right. Oh crap. And the thing only said 59 volts. It did not offer any sort of information. Okay, let's check the library, I think. That may contains some information that we require. Plus it's not really dark in here. Right, what do we have? Right, I have called this age Charrowwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. Right, this is not the age that I'm after. This is not the age you're looking for. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. I already know for a fact that is not the right age. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill from where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh, and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking. And yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still grows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence, more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind I remember has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists, and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Collect the heat from the radiant chasm. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Achenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set up. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge, and I have decided to. 3 meters is not enough support. It's amazingly strong. And here we see a picture of the spaceship, which is why I'm still reading this book, incidentally. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I am could never have imagined it could come together quite as. Well, we don't really need to read this. I'm leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here, as the age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And here we have some sort of musical piece. And here, I would surmise, we have a landscaping of the island described in the journal, because we've got the very large lake and the meteor coming up out of it. Okay, so we've got 3 black. I don't know the ear sharp, ear minor, blah blah blah, all the different notes you can get. All I know is that's 3 black, then 2, then 3, then 4. So 3 black, 2, 3, 4, and then the next black. Sort of. Oop, that's not right. Okay. So we've been reading for quite some time. This is probably going to be the entire episode, assuming I can get this working. But first we'll attempt to do so. Okay, so what we want to find out is no, it was the first black, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. Right, so we want to reproduce that on here. Do. Do, do. I'm really bad at musical type of things. Hang on. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Maybe. I heard something there. No, I don't think that was right. Yeah, that's definitely right. Da, da. I think that's it. Yeah, that was it. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's right. And then da, da. No, that's not right. Da. Nope. That's it. That's the one. And then the next one is da. That's it. I'm positive that's it. I'm positive. What? I'm sure this is supposed to open. Don't tell us I've done it wrong. Da, 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 da. That's definitely the right thing. So I can only assume I've gotten it wrong. Damn. Shift. I forgot about shift. You can run. Right, so that was this one here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's the third one along. Then you skip 1, then you skip 2, and you skip 3. That might not make sense to most people, but it makes sense to me. Let's just run quickly back, check it out, and see what we got. That's definitely right. Unless I've done it the wrong way. Do, 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 do. No. That's right. Right, I don't get it. I'm going to come back to this next time, and I'm actually going to use a walkthrough because that's the thing with Myst. If you don't know it, you're going to be here for hours. That makes no sense to me. I'm sure you play it, get the notes, put it in here, and then this opens to reveal the book. So that's going to confuse the hell out of me. So anyway, thanks for watching me fail at Myst, Real Myst, Masterpiece Edition. And I hope I didn't put you off too much by failing too hard. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.